Good afternoon, Mustangs. Welcome back to the 7th edition of the Miller North Blueview. My name is Grace Vidlac, and here with me is Jack McFadden.
In today's episode, we go over the Basketball State Championship, the rise of Wordle, a SkillsUSA lawnmower event, and Spanish Honor Society activities. Miller North basketball completed their season goal of winning a back-to-back state championship on the night of March 12th. The win also marked the last game of Coach Cannon's illustrious coaching career. Blueview reporters Arnav Pokrell and myself took a look at the state game and what it meant to the players.
After losing 4 starters from the 2021 season, many on the outside had dropped their expectations of Miller North basketball. However, the team was able to hold strong, and with the rise of a new group of athletes, captured their second straight NSAA boys basketball title.
I mean, it feels amazing because my freshman year, we were state runner-ups as I was at a different school. So to actually be a state champion just feels amazing, and it's a dream come true.
It was just like a really fun experience just to play with a new group of guys like last year, just seeing those guys progress throughout the year.
Last year we had a lot of superstars, and everyone, it was kind of like known or expected for us to win the championship. And I feel like this year a lot of people didn't think we were going to be able to win it because we lost all those guys, but I feel like as a team we really grew together, and it really helped us in the state championship.
Just bouncing your energy off your teammates and just staying energetic throughout the whole game, and just knowing you've been there before.
You know, we knew we had a good shot at winning, and we went in there thinking that we can win the game, so I think it was less nerves and more excitement.
The biggest performance came from senior David Harmon, who scored a career-high 28 points in the state final.
It all started in practice, and we made sure that everybody was talking and was locked in at practice. Even when you're nervous and you feel like you're going in alone, you know that you have your teammates there with you. I just knew that my team, they needed me, and this was going to be my last game, so I knew I couldn't go out like that. I trusted myself, and I put all the work in, took all those hours, all that time to make sure to get ready for that moment, and I was ready.
David's a very hard worker. He's a good guy, and he can really score the ball, and I was excited for him that he had such a good game.
The leadership that he brings day in and day out really helps this team, and then him finally getting to shine in the spotlight really helped him, and it's going to elevate to where he goes in the future.
However, this one came with a bittersweet feeling, as it was announced later that week that Coach Cannon would be retiring from Miller North boys basketball.
Going out as a back-to-back champion, it's really amazing for him because he's coached for a long time. He's a legend, and to finally get him those 2 championships, be a part of both of those teams, it's just amazing.
Coach Cannon, you know, he's a legend. For me to be, you know, on his last team, it's a pleasure just to play for him.
And just last year, I remember when we got our medals, I told him that we'd come back again and win it again, and just hugging him for that last time and telling him that we did it and we won it again, just like we said we would, was just a great feeling.
For the Miller North Blueview, this has been Arnav Pokrell and Jack McFadden.
In late March, SkillsUSA and Robotics held a fundraiser for their clubs. This fundraiser entailed students doing a spring cleaning on lawnmowers. Gabe Miller and myself took a deeper look. On March 26th, SkillsUSA, a vocational club here at Miller North, held a lawnmower cleanup drive. This was an effort to raise money for the club, along with nurturing skills of their members.
This lawnmower cleanup goes way back. I used to be a student here at Miller North. I graduated in 2005, and I was a member of SkillsUSA as well, and my instructor was doing it then. And I came back here to teach, and we've still been carrying on the tradition since then. So usually there's students that are either in SkillsUSA, or we also have kids in robotics as well. Or any kid can help out as well. We do write off on service hours for it.
While gaining knowledge about cleaning lawnmowers, the participants also learned important lifelong professional skills.
So in order of what we did, we started off by tagging them, and then from getting them tagged, we can keep track of whose lawnmower is what, because they all look like red Toros. So we start off by replacing the oil by siphoning it out and then putting in fresh oil, taking off the blades and sharpening them, and then pressure washing them at the end to make them look nice.
We had, I think, 125 lawnmowers come in this year, and so I was with one other person, and so we had to check them in and check them out, and manage like the cash register and things like that. So that's what we did. Just like interacting with a lot of people that was like a pretty main skill that I had to learn, just being up on front, having to like deal with the influx of people that were coming in like every couple of hours. So that, managing like a cash register, having to deal with like large sums of money, that was pretty important to learn. So those were the two main skills.
With the Blue View, this has been Gabe Miller and Grace Vidlark.
Every morning, students are hunched over their phones looking at green, yellow, and gray squares. This engaging game has become a part of people's morning routines. Blue View reporter Lila Bribieska takes a look at this new phenomenon.
Early this year, students at Millard North have started playing Wordle. It's a short word game and is only becoming more popular with the help of social media.
I saw it on TikTok and then I did it and then it got bought by the New York Times.
And you can obviously talk about on social media, you always see the tweets with the little emojis, and I think that kind of just got people curious.
The main appeal of the game is the challenge and the fact that it's quick, with only one puzzle a day to keep attention.
I don't know a lot of the words, but somehow I still get them. I just make up words and then they're right. I got it in 2 tries once, or maybe twice.
Usually when we have a little bit of free time, I just kind of do it on my phone because it's easy. Or if I'm at home on the weekends, I usually just do it in bed before I go to sleep or when I wake up.
Today I got the word in 2, but usually I get it in 4 or 5.
Many players do agree that the game has gotten harder since the New York Times purchased it in late January. Players do still enjoy the game though, and many continue to play it daily.
Yeah, I think the words are definitely getting harder since it got bought. They're some of the words I've never even heard of.
I just think that's how the game works, is it's been going on for 200 days, so you think as time goes on it gets harder, but at the same time there's words in there that are super easy to guess, and so I kind of think it's just you kind of throw hard ones in every once in a while to spice things up a little bit.
With more people discovering Wordle every day, the game will remain popular for a very long time. This has been Lila Bribieska for the Millard North Blue View.
Singing songs and eating snacks and playing games are how you teach little kids. The Spanish Honor Society are using these techniques to teach little kids about Hispanic culture. Blue View reporters Maddie McGee and Jaden Paul took a look at the work SHH is doing.
If you've ever wondered what it's like to be a teacher, the students in Spanish Honor Society get that experience every week. At Harvey Oaks, Aldrich, and Ezra, they're on a mission to teach the kids about the Latin cultures.
We start usually with a song to get them settled down, and then we do a very short lesson, and then we divide them into stations. So they each, in smaller groups, are able to do a fun activity like either a dance or a game that typical children would play in a Spanish-speaking country. Sometimes we'll do a craft and have different snacks from around the world.
So for this semester, we're more focused on the culture of Latina countries. So we're starting with a presentation about the country that we're focusing on.
Getting elementary kids to pay attention can be challenging, but it is always entertaining.
They're just very candid. They say exactly what's on their mind, and they can be just very sweet and just very, just unfiltered, I would say.
They get very all in very quickly. I like that a lot. They don't really have a lot of awkwardness. They get very excited very easily.
Teaching benefits not only the kids, but the students involved in Spanish Honor Society in a number of ways as well.
I think teaching has benefited me as a member in SHH because it's kind of gave me a perspective of how working with kids works, especially teaching Spanish, a non-native language here in the United States.
Best way to really deepen your understanding of a language is to teach it, and I think that this has helped me a lot with that.
While it may seem hard for the kids to fully understand all of the different cultures, there are a few goals they have.
Well, I think the little kids at the end, they do learn a lot of Spanish and some conversational skills, but they also, like I mentioned, they do learn a lot about different people around the world, and I see our Spanish Honor Society kids really they look forward to it so much, even though it is a little bit stressful, and I think that they actually end up appreciating more what their teachers do for them every day.
I'm hoping that they had fun. I hope that that's what they take out of this, that it was a fun experience, that Spanish is a fun language, and that they might get some Spanish out of it. I think that that's the most important part.
This has been Maddie and Jaden with the Blue View.
Thank you for watching, Mustangs. Have a good afternoon.